Hello, welcome to my first podcast called Niqab is My Life. I want to share with you one of the most important decisions in my life, and it's actually wearing a niqab. A lot of people doesn't understand how could I choose it voluntarily. Some people still think till now that someone forced me or my religion forced me to do this. I would like to explain you the reason why I wear it and what niqab means for me. So let's start. How did my story begin? I already mentioned several times in my post that I grew up in the middle of Europe as absolutely normal girl with my family. My family doesn't believe in God, they are atheists, and so I was also. Since I was a baby, I dressed very normally, sporty way as every citizen in America or Europe does. My hair was also free without covering. No one in my life ever tell me to cover my body, neither my hair. As I told you, I was a very normal girl wearing jeans, t-shirt, dresses, hot clothes, even bikini, and as every girl I loved a makeup and jewelry so much, and especially to show it up. But few situations and opinions I really didn't like, and I disagreed with it. The first thing can be a fashion itself. There is nothing wrong with the fashion indeed, but the way how the girls understand it is totally wrong. It's like competition between girls who will have the best clothes and the best makeup and the best body. And a lot of girls from this are really frustrated. And I saw in many cases when the girl fell into a depression and she ended in hospital because of it. For good luck, this wasn't my case, because to be honest, I never cared too much about fashion, but I cannot afford the society pushing on the girls to be perfect, because it's really nonsense. Every girl indeed is perfect, doesn't matter on her body, on her look, but what does matter on the person itself. The second thing what I do not like is how the boys look at the girls and compare them. Honestly, it feels the girls are just some goods in shop and the boys just choose the best one from them. From the looking, or it makes me feel like I'm just piece of food. The boys just looking at you and speaking in polite way about you, and if you are not perfect as the society imagine, no one will ever care about you. But surely they will notice you and they will make a hell from your life. This happens especially to girls who are overweight. And imagine when the girls are growing up and are in teenage age and someone will mock at them, so it's going to burn their life. On the other side, I know that the biggest weakness for all the boys around the world is a woman. It's something in their blood and in their nature, so actually I see it as the girl mistake to show up her body so easy that anyone can see it. So then if she is not perfect and will collapse of the worst of others, so they should blame her, not the boys indeed. But it's also a big mistake that no one teach the girls how to protect themselves. The third thing which I totally condemn is not to want touching or kissing, possibly raping a girls, or to make any kind of violence on the girls. Let's be a little bit honest. I know that the fashion in our modern world is to say that Muslim girls are slaves and they are like in prison and just used to sexual games. But how many cases we have in Europe? Almost on every second girl is made any kind of violence. Starts from unknown boys, fathers, brothers, husbands. We have even kids which are sexually raped. Honestly, you cannot even compare with a Muslim world. I do not say all Muslims are angels, but I will explain later. My point is, if the girls are walking almost naked on the street and no one teaches the boys have a respect to the girls, so do not be surprised that such a cases are happening. And this is only the start of bad things. I think these 3 points are enough to show you why I disagree with our modern society. And now let's look on the Muslim point. So why do I wear a niqab? That's a very good question and very personal question. So I want to share a story with you how I firstly get in touch with a niqab. I was 6 years old and I was in zoo with my mom. And there I saw one Arabic man with 4 wives. And all those wives were in niqab. Of course, as a little kid, it took all my attention on them. I was staring on them for a couple of minutes. Just the eyes of the woman amazed me so much. I could not recognize if they are sad or happy, and I was highly curious who they are and why they are covered. I really desired to know it so much. So I asked my mom about them, and the response of my mom was, "This woman has no rights, no freedom, they are in prison." And she compared their clothes to ours. She told me, "Look how lucky we are that we wear a shirt and t-shirt and we do not feel hot in summer." Well, I do not remember if I believe my mom or not, but this memory stayed with me forever. Anyway, I always love to think very much and have my own opinion on everything. And when I was a teenager, I wanted to be compared by my character and my thoughts, especially from boys, and not to be compared by my looking. But this I found in my life in Europe simply impossible. Not only in case with boys, but also in school or job interview. It really did not matter how clever or polite I was. Mostly they cared just about the looking. If I was enough sexy and was able to play games on people or be impolite, I could get so much money and everything I wanted. But I really didn't want this for my own life. Well, then I converted to Islam. Even I didn't know all information about the religion yet, but then I found that Islam gives all the respect for the women and I really found a happiness in it. You know, when I became Muslim, I didn't wear niqab, neither hijab, but I took my time to search for informations and to see the truth and give myself the time to decide. When I came to Egypt, it was actually my first time to dress a hijab. You know, just the scarf on my hair. And imagine what happened. I saw a lot of Egyptian girls on the street wearing the same tight clothes as in Europe, but only they put extra hijab, and I found them much more beautiful than the European girls. And I became really very confused because when the girl is not naked but she is covered by tight clothes, it's actually much more attractive for the boys. Then I started to be depressed from the hijab also. I didn't see the big change really. At the street, I also saw a lot of women in niqab, and one thing really amazed me on them. And it was that no one talked to them, no one tried to touch them, no one even looked at them. When I saw this, I was somehow sure in my heart that this is what I was searching about all my life. But I was very scared of dressing niqab, really, really scared. Because if you dress niqab, you should not take it off again. So I could not decide. All the bad words what I used to hear since I was kid and now I see something else. So who should I believe? What's the truth? But then I took my decision and I dressed the niqab. And imagine when I made the decision, the miracle came to me. My first day in niqab was really amazing. It was like some magic, really. I found a freedom in niqab and I was extremely happy. No boy bothered me anymore, and even girls has a big respect to me. If I ask for help, anyone will help me immediately. And if I need to help someone, mostly all people will trust me. They will think that I came really with good attention. And a lot of people also think that girl in niqab is very educated in Islam and she has a good character. So, what's the point of niqab? As the last thing, I will speak about the point of niqab. Why we cover our bodies and faces? Look, every girl has a personal and specific reason why she wear a niqab, but the common things are those. Firstly, belong to only one man. Why a lot of boys should look at me? As a girl, one day I'm gonna to marry for sure. Or doesn't matter if you are in an Arabian country or in Europe. At the end you will marry just one man. Or let's say, not marry. At the end you will just stay with one man. And the point is, I want to be beautiful only for this one my man. And also I want only this one man look at me. I'm the diamond, and only one man has the privilege to see me, to see my face, to see my body, to see my beauty. Okay? So it's my decision who will look at me, and that's really what I love the most. So then the second point is protecting myself. As I mentioned before, if you are covered and fully hidden, so you are like a diamond. No one will abuse you, touch you, or do something bad on you. No man will look at you with sexual desire. I will give you example with a lollipop. If you have non-covered lollipop on the street, so what will happen? After a while you will find a lot of insect on it. But if you have covered lollipop, what will happen? Will the insects still come and sit on it? And this is very similar with a niqab. It works the same way because the girls are really as sweet for the boys as the lollipop for the insect. Third point is a respect. I will speak about a groom now. If any man will go ask for a girl in niqab, so surely he goes ask for her because he heard about her a good character and manners, not about her beauty. So such man will not compare her by her face or body, but he will compare only on her heart. It's really amazing that a man who never see her face is able to ask for a marriage. And also if he does not see her face, so on what he will focus? Of course on your words, on the things what you are saying, on your dreams, on your wishes. Is not this a respect which every woman desires for? How many women in Europe complain that the man doesn't listen to her or doesn't take her seriously? Just think about it. Secondly, respect is even from the other woman. If they see a girl in a cap, they also will focus with the words and character, and only on this basic they will judge her. And the last point which I'm going to speak about is God. Maybe I should mention this on the first place, so I'm sorry for it that I mentioned it as the last one. But it's really the most important point. But it can be confusing for a lot of people. All my previous talking is connected to this one point actually. It's connected to God. Islam simply wants you to be a polite in any cases. And the question now is, why do people are polite? Well, because they are afraid of punishment from God, and also they believe in the reward from God. People think if they do something good for other people, so God will reward them for it. And this is the biggest passion, to be good. If you do not believe in God, so then why you should be good or polite to other people? You are not afraid of anything, so it can seem you can do anything you want on the earth. And it's really exists. It's really working. I saw it with my family and my friends who are atheists. Each of them has a specific character and specific ways to say what's good and what's bad. So at the end, what's the right manners? In which cases you should be polite, or what's the meaning of polite indeed? There are a lot of misunderstanding and fighting about this, so I love that the Islam actually tell you the strict rules, what's it to be polite, what's like to be bad, you know? And on this basis you can judge. But how can you judge between the Europeans where are there no strict rules? It's really hard. So a girl who decides to wear a niqab, for sure she does so even for a god. Such a girl should be very polite, not only in public places, but even in herself inside. She controls her desires and is connected with her God by her heart. She believes more than any other girl in the reward from her politeness. And if the girl does not have strong belief in God, she will never dress in a cap, or she will fall for it, but she will take it off sooner or later. I guarantee you this happened with so many girls. So I would like to finish here because it's kind a lot of information which I gave you, so please think about it. At the end, I really do not judge anyone. I have friends Muslims, unbelievers and Christians, and all is fine for me. I try to respect everyone. This what I wrote is really things which worked for me, for my life. So let me finish by the sentence, and I wish all the girls around the world can listen this. If you want to become a Muslim or dress in a niqab, it should be really only your own decision. No one should force you, even it's your own husband. And definitely do not become Muslim only because you fall in love with some Muslim man. The religion is really a very personal thing, and you should decide only by your own and your heart. If you decide for someone else, so the religion will not last forever with you. But if you decide just for yourself, so nothing will take it away from you, and nothing will make you astray from the way which you choose for yourself. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the next podcast. Bye.